Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Luminous coming to you guys with game number 2 between Dignitas and DD for the Premier League today. And of course the Premier League is sponsored by Twitch TV, hosted by AH, and presented to you guys by ThePremierLeague.com. I'm Luminous from DC. Hope you guys are enjoying the game so far. If you guys came halfway to game number 1, a little bit of a news broadcast here again. Normally this is SK on the dire side, but SK today has announced that they are releasing their Dota squad. And now DD is the sponsorless team, but they just showcased that they are still very, very strong, very much a contender for the top European team here in the Dota 2 scene. Migo Link Mania Rise and Angel. Don't ask me what DD stands for. I think one of the D stands for like Danish or Denmark. Probably not Ding Dong. Probably not Dance Drang. It might be. I don't know. They are going to be playing Dire Side today after that splendid Game 1 performance where they just pushed, and Dignitas come with me think twice about giving away Furion in Game 1. Now they do have the first pick here, and Migo's thinking to himself, do we give up Anti-Mage, or do we give up Night Stalker, or do we give up the Invoker? I hope he thinks we give up the Invoker, because yes, we're going to see Invoker in this game, hopefully. It's going to be one of the first few times we're going to see Invoker played in the competitive scene in Dota 2. Venomancer is going to be a man. Venomancer getting a lot more play nowadays. Really, I mean, Lotus XP is the first team I've been really seeing him like heavily picking Venomancer, even as the first one and first two pick. And looks like most teams are starting to pick up and saying that, hey, Venomancer is indeed worth that early of a pick. Ding Dong Miguel at least thinks so. Going to be banning that one. Anti-Mage is going to be the pick up here. Most notably being the carry with the highest win rate. The most, well, I was about to curse on stream, and that's probably not very professional, but the most annoying carry. Let's go with that because of his Spell Shield Blink innate high survivability. He has really good damage output in terms of Mana Break as well, so he is indeed worth the first pick. Miguel doesn't think much and picks up his Invoker right now. And what is he going to go with? I think Windrunner would be a very strong choice. No, Lich is going to be a choice here instead. Okay, so Lich as a second pick. So right now the Radiant side has a lot to work with, or a lot to deal against, excuse me. First, you know the MP tornado is going to come your way, so you cannot pick too many mana-dependent heroes unless you get like 3 Arcane Boots. That is a way to deal with it. Secondly, now you have the Frost Armor to deal with. Because you have an Anti-Mage, you're most likely going to go for somewhat of a mid to late game strat, which most likely means unless you kill the Lich about 1 billion times, he will get at least level of Frost Armor in some point in the game. And that will just be annoying for your Anti-Mage to get with. He's not going to be stopped cold by it, but it's going to be annoying for him. So, do you want to pick him up a little bit more magical DPS? Maybe you want to pick up a Vengeful Spirit for a little bit more minus armor. A lot of things for come with me to think about here. Also, in terms of the Invoker in the mid lane stage, he is a very, very annoying hero to lane passively against. And what I mean by passive laning is like, trading last hits. Because Invoker at level 4 will have about 7 HP regen per second, picking that level 2 of Quas. And really, if you trade hits against a hero that has a 7 HP regen per second, that's going to be annoying. So the only way that you really could truly deal with the Invoker, well, there's a couple of ways to deal with the Invoker in the mid lane. You could dual lane against him. For example, you could put like maybe a CM Anti-Mage in the mid, and that's going to be annoying for him to deal with. You could out-nuke him, like, having a very high nuking hero and just keep pushing his lane, keep pushing his tower. He doesn't like that. Or you just gank the hell out of him. That's a very decent choice as well. Looks like Dignitas is going to go for a very, very farming-oriented lineup as they pick up Mirana and a Sand King. And that's, ironically, the 2 heroes that we saw DD picked up last game and used it to a very, very good effect. On the other side, we're going to see a Faceless Void as a counter carry to the Anti-Mage, which is a great choice because, well, Chronosphere is about a 4-second chain stun. Well, it's 4-second stun. There's no chaining, but just a 4-second stun on the Anti-Mage. But what is going to be chaining up is that Chain Frost. Ah, you guys see what I did there? Ah, there you go. That Chain Frost is going to pop like crazy, of course, within the with the Chronosphere. What I hope we're not going to see is some really huge miscommunication where you have the Invoker tornado someone's up in the air, and then the Chronosphere drops down when they are up in the air. That's going to be annoying. Now, with the Chronosphere in question, we might see a little bit more Exort-based Invoker build, because you are having someone set you up like crazy, so you can drop off a huge meteor within it. But if you want to go EMP Tornado, if you want to go Quas Wex, you still have very good spells, such as Ice Wall. You could drop it after the Chronosphere. You can have Deafening Blast. That's really nice as well. So really no true indication of what build that the Invoker want to go into. What we do know is this is going to be a fairly late game, unless both teams just get off to a great strong ganking start. We're not going to see many towers being pushed. We're not going to see many early game engagement, because all 6 of these heroes so far are very level dependent. So they're like, we won't kill you, you won't kill us. It's like a no rush 20 minutes kind of thing. You know, both teams kind of just agree. We're not going to do anything. You're not going to do anything. We're going to just farm. So grab your popcorn, guys, because based on these hero picks, and if these heroes are being played to the standard potential, we're going to be here for a long game, which is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Looks like both teams banning away a couple of big AoE spells, banning pushings, and again, Dignitas banning that Darkseer, which I do believe is a worthy ban because of all his look, just think of the hero. I mean, of course, I know he's not being picked, but I personally just love the hero so much. Surge so good for escape spells. You know, the Wall of Illusion plus Acceptor is great. Vacuum for setting everyone up. He could jungle, he could push. I mean, he's just a complete package. He's tanky. I mean, if he's ranged, you know, he's probably the top pick. But unfortunately, he's not ranged, so he's getting banned this game. And oh, I'm getting huge lags here. A Bat Rider and Windrunner gets picked up. Let me tab out and see what is making my computer explode at this moment in time. Okay, I think we're okay. Wow, that Bat Rider is like going at it 8 miles per hour. You don't know what's humping. Oh man, that looks so wrong. Sorry, let me tab out a little bit more. I don't know why, but my microphone likes to just put itself at maximum volume. Like once in a while, it just like jumps back, so I have to constantly tab out to make sure I'm not screaming at you guys. Even though I'm just like normally in a talking tone, but my mic amplifies my voice like crazy. It looks like we're gonna have a Darkseer, excuse me, not Darkseer, a Dazzle, and a Bat Rider. These are the 2 heroes that we're not gonna see too often. Now, you know what? I take back what I said earlier about this is gonna be a farm game. When you have a Bat Rider in the game, it can turn into a farm game, especially when you have Anti-Mage alongside. But we're gonna see a lot of hero kills, especially with that very mobile lineup. The Dazzle is going to be great. The laning though is going to be tough. We're going to see Dazzle Anti-Mage, I presume. Yeah, Dazzle Anti-Mage, Maranas SK, Bat as a solo. I mean, look at how much EXP this lineup needs. Oh my goodness, this EXP needs this lineup needs so much experience. On the other side, we're going to have Line as the last pick up here. It looks like Mania is going to be playing that line. Migo's going to be on the Windrunner. We're going to have Link on the Invoker. Angel going to be playing that Void. And of course, Riot's going to be playing the Lich. We're going to see that same dueling once again. Lich as a defensive hero. And then, of course, using his Dark Ritual, or Sacrifice to deny. And then we're going to have Windrunner being the survivor in the lane, picking up Windrunner right off the bat. So basically, same thing as the last game. Sacrifice, 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 more sacrifice. And then you pull the creeps slowly back to this side. Of course, Windrunner will ensure that there will be no pulling shenanigan in this game. Going to be dropping this one. The question is, we have Sentry Wards. And looks like we do not. And this is not the laning I had in mind. No, it's going to be a Mirana top solo. A Sand King Bat dual lane. And then, of course, like I talked about earlier, one way to beat the Invoker mid is, well, no, it's not going to be... Okay, I'm getting trolled. Hardcore. Everything I'm saying so far has been incorrect. We're going to see Angel and Rise on the dual lane mid, okay, against a Anti-Mage and Dazzle dual lane. Screw the standard, I mean, Invoker. Who cares about that? Invoker's gonna solo top with the help of Lion. Sony's gonna, well, I'm not too sure whether Mania realized that second block. He's gonna use his hero to block off camp here. Yeah, this is gonna be a somewhat of a very, very strange dual lane here. As quite a bit of physical harass is gonna go on, so this is gonna be a very interesting lane to watch. As you've watched lanes like these, especially in the pro level, you're gonna see a lot of very slight and small things, you know. How to lane the mid lane properly, how to draw creep aggro properly, how to check rune at the right spot properly. A lot of deny being traded off here and there though. Of course, if you're a very amateur player, wanting to learn a solo mid lane, a little bit of shameless self-advertisement. I did recently post a video featuring Dendy solo mid. Really look at a couple of replays where he did very well in the solo mid position and learn from that. So you can check that out on my YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure you guys can see the URL on the lower left corner. But yes, quite a bit of passive harass here and there on the mid lane. Check how we're doing in terms of top lane though. Sony Ace has got almost level 2. Still a little bit behind, and here we go. This annoying pull. Oh my goodness, this pull cam is so broken because even if you ward off this spot, they're still gonna pull this one. And well, there goes the creep wave here. And Mirana, of course, is going to poke her heads in. But she's got to be very, very careful because you are up against an Impale. Voodoo is going to be coming soon. And also, you're going to be up against a Cold Snap. Those are very, very dangerous chain stuns. And that's something that you could just leap out of. You could actually get chain stunned to death if you're facing those stuns. Mirana says, I'm not going to get any XP anyways. Let's check for the mid rune. And it's going to be on the bot lane, a Illusion rune. Ooh, if Dazzle or Lich picks that one up, they could easily firmly control the mid lane, but looks like Sand King says, I'll take that one up. Come with me again, not going to be playing on the solo mid position. Who's been a solo mid player for a long time. And looks like he's going to be coming with a huge backstab gank. It looks like the dire side do know this. Angel does have to leap. I think they are going to go on the Rise. Yeah, Rise is going to get owned for sure. There's a blink in. Immediately, there's a poison touch on him as well. Rise being out of position. Looks like they're going to try to trade field. No, Rise is going to go down for sure. Zizoa half HP. Angel does have the jump, but he's got to be careful because all these creeps and Illusion are tanking up. They're waiting. Yet there's a Sandstorm or Sand King cooldown on the Burrow Strike. Poison? No, no poison. Angel's going to blink out. They saw that coming. I do believe Pink was pinging over here, which was Migo. But looks like they reacted a little bit too slowly. Indeed, he gave up first blood. Who picked up the first blood? That's a very, very big question. And looks like it was Anti-Mage that picked up the first blood. Oh my goodness. Not the start that DD had in mind. And now they have to deal with a very early Ring of Health and a poor man's shield. That just means that Angel is going to take a lot of passive harass coming his way. Like, no question about it. Freezer's going to just... I mean, they could even play very aggressive in this lane now. A single poison touch. And then we're going to see Angel blink right in against Rise. Excuse me, Freezer blink right in against Rise. And, you know, start right hitting up and show him who's boss in this lane. But look at this top as we see a huge dive on the bot. Not really trying to kill the Mirana. I mean, that's what they had in mind. But what they're really doing a good job of is really keeping Sony out of EXP range. I mean, he is level 4. But look at the dueling he's up against. Invoker's level 4. Lion's level 3. So he's giving up a lot of EXP. And there's nothing he can really do about it. Because this, again, the lane here is very, very dangerous. And he's got to constantly save a point into his leap. And not get picked off. Back on this bot lane here, Bad Rider laning against Windrunner. This lane, we see a lot of it in Dota 1, but the reason that we don't see Bad Rider being picked too often in Dota 2 is that his napalm mechanic has been a lot weaker. The turn rate is not as slow, the AoE is not as big, and also when you napalm an enemy hero, they would know exactly how many stacks. Come with me, it secures a... Windrunner might be in trouble, pops a Windrun, but look at the bad blocking. I don't think they are going to get the kill yet, they really needed the stun, but here comes Leon, still diving like crazy, gotta be very careful of that Shackle shot. Looks like he's going to back off now, at the very least, he's going to really nuke down these creeps. As we see Migo gonna be taking full advantage and denying everything. She probably has a no magic wand here from Migo. That's very interesting. You're up against a bat. He's opted for Boots' Speed first, which is a great survival item. Probably that's what helped him survive earlier. But yeah, there is a magic wand. I was gonna say that's just free healing that you're missing out. Back in the mid lane here, Angel has lost all of his mana and would not be able to time lapse out, so he is actually in danger of being killed, especially of his very, very weak early HP. Rise doing okay for now. Has opted for Frost Blast instead of skilling Sacrifice at level 3. Some Lich player actually, as we see a lot of engagement going on here. And there's a bash. Both the carries very low in terms of HP, but here's the thing. Faceless Void does not have the Ring of Health yet. He's going to tango through here and then acquire the shop right here and buy the Ring of Health. Come on. Come on. He's like, yo, shop, don't mess with me. Okay. Took a while, bought it, gets salved up, so he's going to be right back in the lane. But he is still behind the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage got the first place, got the poor man's shield, and he's also up another 1k go. So, Anti-Mage is going to be working towards his treads very, very soon. He could actually go phase boots if you want to. If you guys haven't watched Dota 1 Anti-Mage for a long while, there was a big, long trend of time where Anti-Mage actually opted for phase boot first instead of tread first. We have very much so gone away from that, but it's definitely a possible build. We could debate on whether that's a great build, but it's definitely a possibility. Here comes Mirana. There's no war sensing that, and here we go. Here comes Come With Me. There's a blink, arrows, gonna latch. Oh no, creep blocks it, and Angel is actually gonna go offensive. A teleportation scroll comes in. I think Angel is gonna get brought down. And let's see how good his backtrack is. He's still manning it up. Can they get the kill? No, he's gonna go down. Nice Sandstorm usage, and Anti-Mage comes right in. A couple more melee hits is gonna do it. No mana on the line. Yes, looks like Dazzle's gonna pick up that kill. Very nicely done. 3-0 in favor of Dignitas, and they're ponying this tower in the mid lane as well. It is taking some huge damage from this Anti-Mage. And after that, that's going to put enough gold. Oh, Dignitas! Zizo's going to take a nuke down. Here comes Ace again. He does have his Invision that he popped earlier. Let's see if it's going to be a very, very strong arrow that he's going to pop. At the very least, that drew Winran away from the bot lane, and that means Leon's going to be free farming it up. And he's going towards his either a Vanguard or a Tread or a Blink Dagger. All very viable items for Leon very early on. But so far, he's just glad that he's picking up lots of EXP. Here we go back in the mid lane. Oh, we have Starfall coming against Rise. Rise gonna get popped off. Invisron getting popped out by Ace. And that's all they needed. Another kill goes on to the Radiant side. 4-1. Freezer did not get the kill, but he got the assist goal for the kill. So just as good. Now you see he just spent all of his gold. So that means we have a Treads coming the way. Yep, there's a Treads and a Self. Long arrow. Oof. Not gonna hit. I just want to point out that Sony Ace is up against a dual lane on the top where he constantly got doved against, got owned really, really hard, but look at how much impact he's having in this game. Really. Like, no disrespect to Sony, but he got owned pretty hard on the top lane, right? Very good lane control, very good pulling done by the dire lane, and he just got no EXP. But instead of just staying in the lane and QQing about it and asking for ganks, he just says, you know what, I'm going to just gang mid lane. And got my team like 2-3 kills. And of course, very good roam from Come With Me as well as he's continuing up. The Windman is already used and great blocks. Come With Me using a strong play here. But where's that latch? Did he not latch? I think he tried to latch, but oh no, double kill off a very, very strong TP here. Did he use a latch? He didn't. Did he latch a creep? He probably latched a creep. Flaming Lasso on the wrong target. Strong teleportation scroll coming here from Link. Of course, we're going to see a lot more dive as we see a little bit more dive back in the mid lane here. Man, one thing it is to get the Anti-Mage farm because he's going to get a lot of creeps. He actually might go right back in. There's a poison. Anti-Mage blinks right back in. Here comes Come With Me again. Rise going to get picked off. Tornado going to send Dignitas up in the air. He gets self-grave, and here comes Anti-Mage ushering you away. Power shot. I do believe Winran's going to get the kill. Yes, he does. One more hit, but he might go down. Here comes a Burrow Strike. Anti-Mage just doing so much damage. Mago, no arrow gets blocked. Come With Me, no more mana right now. And Link in a little bit of trouble himself. And he's going to turn around. He has no more mana, but the Cold Snap is coming off. Cooldown is going to be using it right now. Sandstorm is going to do the work. And, yep, he's going to be fine. With Invoker, no more mana. No, he's going to actually bait out Sandstorm to be done. He does have face speed, so he's running a lot quicker. All the orbs into Wex. That's going to give him more points into... Oh, here comes Sony Ace. Man, this fight is just not over. Didn't I just say we're not going to see any early game aggression in this game? Again, Luminous being trolled. And we're going to see huge dives. 6-5, 10 minutes in. This is actually more aggressive than the last game we saw, which we had a lot of early game heroes. And unfortunately for the Radiant side... Excuse me, unfortunately for Team DD, Freezer is just getting so many kills and assists. Let's see what exactly is his score. It's 2-0 and 4 with 44 creep kills. Meanwhile, Batrider has 57. Holy moly. But Sony Ace is being kept down very nice, because he's only got like 17. And looks like Void is going to be pushing a tower on the top. They do have fortification, and they do have 4 guys coming in. Here comes Freezer. And that's going to scare everyone away. Frankly, or very luckily, they do not have a tower in the 9 range. So that's going to be good. Very strong ward control here by both teams, as the river is very much so being warded off. Counter ward being dropped down here as well. I personally really like this ward, because a lot of teams like the TPN right here and set up ganks, as we see a flaming lasso being jumped. Batrider getting so much farm, and looks like Link's going to be in huge trouble. He's out of mana at this point. He does go into Ghost Walk. Sentry gets dropped down. Dignitas completely prepare for that. They don't mess around. When they want a kill, they're going to get a kill, Ghost Walk or not. Very good ganking so far, and Leon, just was going to say that 57 creep kill will give him a big blink dagger. He picks it up right now. And this is exactly what you see in Dota 1. You gotta keep in mind Dota 2 Batrider is weaker, and he's still doing work. To quote the famous words of ROTK, the Batrider players from Team DK in Dota 1. He says that if you give Batrider a safe lane, if you give him free farm, he will give you a minute 11 blink dagger. By that time, he's very, very high level, so he's very naturally tanky. And also, the enemy supports aren't high level enough to really nuke him down. So with all these things added into the picture, of course, with his a minute 11 blink dagger, so he will be able to just set you up so many kills and set you up so many tower pushes. And that exactly is what we saw. And Leon just not done. Flaming Lasso coming off cooldown in just about 15 seconds. And Angel might be in huge trouble right now. Right now, in this moment in time, DD is playing catch-up. Even though they're only down by 2 kills, they're down by tower. They're down by quite a bit of farm. And after this gank, which will happen for sure, I'm going to be watching. Yeah, there's a Burrow Strike, a Blink Dagger, and Flaming Lasso. Flame him out! Flaming Lasso, the arrow's going to hit, so they're not going to use it. Yeah, that's going to be enough. Here comes the Invoker, though. He is up against 4 hero. Blink Dagger is still up on Leon. No, he gets cancelled. Flaming Lasso was used. Okay, sorry. Did not see the animation for that. So they ensure they got the kill on Void, which is, hey, even though they used like 80 ultimate for that one, well, it was fine, because they got the kill. Or 80 spells for that one. They did not use 80 ultimates, because they only have 1 ultimate. Migo taking advantage and pushing the mid lane here. It looks like he has 2 no talismans. Maybe a little bit worried about his early game. I think that's a sign of, hey, we're not having the best early game, so let me just buy small and incremental items to boost my hero to be stronger. As he's really forced to defend both lanes at once. Here comes Angel. Trading a couple hits. Chronosphere on Freezer, but look at how tank Freezer is. That poor man should doing a lot of work. Freezer says, what? Are you sure you want to try to trade hits like this? And even though he did not die here, as we see a huge dive on the top here, Mania is going to get the TP out. Nicely done. Lich got a kill on the Sand King. My apologies for missing that huge dive. I was watching the 2 characters duking out on the bot lane. But yes, even though the anti-mage, didn't get a kill on the Void or anything like that, like they just kind of traded hits on the bot, it's very good to know that the Chronosphere is going to be down for a minute and a half or so. It's just a good reassurance, because you don't want to break out in team fight on top lane and suddenly this Void TPs in and traps your entire team. It's not a good feeling. But now, fully knowing that the Chronosphere is down, the Radiant team can afford to be a little bit more aggressive, but very unfortunately the trees are broken, but the poor leap from Sony and a Chain Frost being used as well, man. Lich really wanted that one. And unfortunately he got the kill, so his teammates didn't get the kill bonus. But that's okay, they might be transitioning into a push. All these guys are very low in terms of mana. They don't have Arcane Boots, that's an issue here. As Windrunner has opted for Treads instead, Lich won't be getting Arcane Boots. At least I don't think he will. He probably will get Treads instead. Here comes a gank on the mid lane from the line. Hex first. There's the Hex. No, Impale first. And then a Finger of Death to ensure that they get the kill here. So the score is 8-8. Tower did just get pushed down on the mid lane, so I'm going to wait for these guys this to register as I pull up the Go Different chart. And looks like we're going to have a huge jump from the Radiant to lead it on. The ganks are continuing. Sony Ace leaping that one. You're lucky that he's not shacking. Oh, leap is off cooldown now. There's a cold snap. And here comes a gank from the Batrider there. They might trade 1-for-1. Invoker gets dragged back of all the Wex orbs. And the fact that there's a 4-staff up on Migo, they're right back in this game. Early on, I was keep saying, oh my goodness, what are they going to do? The anti-mage is getting so many kills. But actually, they're okay now. Anti-Mage, or excuse me, Dazzle taking that time to push the bot tower with the help of Anti-Mage, who just put it out back to the top. So they even the score a little bit here as we see both teams losing 2 towers respectively. But this Anti-Mage though, that's really still an issue. He is farming non-stop. He has the Battlefield right now. He's waiting for the Crow to get back to the base. How are we doing in the farm on Anti-Mage? He's got 88 in 15 minutes. That is absolutely insane. 70 on Bat Rider. And nothing on Mirana. That's an issue though. Mirana's just getting picked off, so they're losing a lot of firepower that they expected to have in the mid game. So really, we're gonna have Sony play a lot of catch-up. The question is, will he have the room to play catch-up? Because you're gonna give, of course, majority of your farm to the Anti-Mage. So where is Sony gonna find the farm? The 2 tower was very helpful. He does actually have treads and bottles, so I mean he's okay. It looks like these 2 carries are gonna just pressure the top lane. I do believe this Dire says, okay, we'll trade here, as we're gonna pressure the bot. I don't believe that's the best strategical mistake that the DD is making. Strategical choice, excuse me, that DD is making, because we're gonna see this tower being dropped down very quickly, and that's gonna give Dignitas the option to TP back. No, this tower is gonna drop even faster. Looks like Void's gonna last it that one. But even so, the Radiant side has used 2 heroes to push down a tower. Meanwhile, the Dire side has used 4 heroes to push that one down. So the numerical advantage still a little bit more in favor of the Radiant side. Looks like Anti-Mage lasted that tower. So that was just a flat-out trade. But it seems like DD's not done with that as they keep on pushing. And now you got to worry about this Chronosphere because it is up. And you know it is up. And here we go. EMP Tornado being dropped on the bat. Is he going to jump? That's the question. Immediate blink out. Yes, you can do that. And Void's still looking. He sees 2. He can Chronosphere. And there's the Chronosphere on 2. Nicely done. Chain Frost? No Chain Frost. Arrow's going to whiff. Let's go. 1 kill. Shackle Shot. Not going to last. Sign King on the back line of things. The Burrow Strike on the 2. Here comes Lion. Slow on Angel. Angel's going to jump out just fine. No, but here comes Freezer. Freezer going to last it. Yes. He gets 1 kill on the carry. Here comes the Bat Rider. Blink Daggers in. Impale gets 2. Nicely done by Mania, but the fight is not over yet. The entire Radiant team extremely mobile. There's a Blink. Tornado grabs 4. Huge tornado right here. Do we have Deafening Blast? That's a question. Mania will have Hex coming off cooldown. Just turn around Hex. Turn around Hex. No turn around Hex. He's going to get Burrow Strike and he's done. Arrow's going to hit. Yes. No. Too short. No. It misses. How did that one miss? They're going to get Mania Lendless, but that was a long chase. Meanwhile, yeah, they're like, it literally just went through Lion and everyone's just like, what the hell was that about? We are 10 and 10, 18 minutes in. This game is completely even. I suspected this is going to be a farming game, but hey, so wrong. So wrong. Goal difference? Yeah, very, very even. This game is down to the wire. Anti-Mage farming a lot better than Void. But I guess Invoker is farming a lot better than Mirana, so that makes it up. But who's farming a lot better than Bat? I don't know. I guess Migo and Bat are... Excuse me, the Windrunner and Bat are fairly even. We have treads up on the Bat Rider now, but yeah, Windrunner has 4 stat phase and 2 no tallies. Unfortunately, no one really has a mecha. Let's see how we're doing in terms of Dazzle. I like this. I click on Dazzle as we see a gank on Windrunner. Oh, she's in trouble. Sign King's gonna Burrow Strike. Yep. And here comes the Napalm. There's a 4-staff Windrunner being popped. Oh, she's so tough to kill. Yep, she's gonna be fine. When I click on the Dazzle, I see him in the mid lane farming by himself. I see him getting level 9 almost, and I like that. And the reason I like that is because I always say this: Dazzle is a hero that needs so much experience point to be effective. Every one of his spells, like this is the rare case in Dota hero history where every single one of his spells is just awesome. It's not just good; it's just awesome. You want to max Grave because it gives you 1,000 cast range. It's a 15-second duration. Or excuse me, 15-second cooldown for a 5-second duration spell, which is just broken. Heal is great, especially the way that it works with melee heroes. Poison is decent, especially early on. And his Weave is one of the best late game ultimate. Yeah, see that he's actually picking a point into that early right now. So you want this hero to hit level 16. Unfortunately, he's support, so he generally don't have the time to hit level 16. Mirana likes to help out the Roshan with the arrow. Roshan says, "Man, I don't like that. That's messed up." Meanwhile, Angel farming on the bot lane. He does have Battle Fury in just 200 gold, but he's still behind. Even if he gets the Battle Fury, he's still behind in terms of the treads compared to Anti-Mage. And Anti-Mage, I do believe, will have quite a bit of gold in his bank. Yep, Battle Fury, Yasha, and then 1k gold in the bank. Oh man, Angel's behind. He is so behind. And sooner or later, Anti-Mage is going to get to a point of the game where he's going to be so tanky that even if he gets focused down, the dire side is going to have to waste like 20 spells to do so. And if you use all the spells for the Anti-Mage, what do you have left for the Batrider? What do you have left for Morana? What do you have left for Sand King? These are legitimate concerns, as we see Anti-Mage going to lead the team in a push. Ward goes down from the Radiant side, so they will have the side advantage. Here comes a long-range Tornado just to harass everyone away. And I do believe that is going to be a signal that the dire side is not going to be defending that one. So Radiant going to grab the momentary advantage on this top squadron of the map. On the bot side here, Angel does have his Battle Fury shipped by a TP score right now in the secret shop. Yes, he will do that. In terms of tower, we're going to see the Radiant leading by 1. The one that he pushed down right now. This game was very even. At least on paper it seemed very even, because they had 10 and 10, 3 towers for each. But the Anti-Mage is the big X factor here, as he's farming non-stop. Anti-Mage on the top side, and the creeps will see this right now. So if the Dire want to engage, they can, because it's 4v5 without the Anti-Mage, and they know. Shaco Shot gonna latch onto Chain Frost, gonna pop. It's gonna bounce like crazy. Lich gonna get 1 kill and come with me. And I do believe this is a huge strategic mistake from Dignitas. They lose 2 kills immediately. And guess what? It's not the hero kills that you're losing. It is a Roshan that you're gonna be losing. But look at the top lane here as Anti-Mage threatening to go for the racks. So it's gonna force a TP. Gonna force 2 TPs. I do believe these guys cancel a TP. Yep. Did he cancel the TP? Yes, he did. Nicely done. Scares away Anti-Mage and then go back for the Roche. Perfect play here from DD. And do they need Angel? I do believe they need Angel. At least you want Angel to pick up the Aegis, right? So 10 seconds to bat. Excuse me, 10 seconds to Dazzle and about 6 seconds to bat. They will have a tower to TP to and run towards the Roshan advantage, but that's going to be a long while. Question is, will DD have the DPS to do it? Here comes Angel. He's walking slowly past. He still is on boots. And I do believe the Dire team will have the time to get it. Yeah, Angel's going to leap in and grab it. Yep. And despite the fact that the Radiant has a stronger carry, at least in this point in the game, I'm going to give the advantage momentarily to DD. I feel like with the Roshan Aegis on Angel, he's going to be allowed to play a lot more aggressive. That's going to allow him to farm a little bit more aggressive as well. And overall, that's going to speed up his farm. Of course, that Roshan gave the entire team 200 gold apiece, or maybe a little bit more than that. So he's going to be fine. Sony Ace farming very aggressively, and he can do so because there's a ward right here. He has the leap, he has the Invis rune. Looks like he's going to pop it right now. Maybe look for a very weak support, maybe hunt for that Lich. And go for a kill. Yule Scepter up on the Invoker plus a face boot plus a drums, and he is going to be moving like a speed demon. Now, generally, a lot of times people are like, oh, why don't you go for Force Staff? It's such a very, very traditional item on Invoker. Well, what the Yule Scepter gives you is plus 25 movement speed, and Wex gives you a percentage-based increase of your MS. So the higher base movement speed you have, Yule Scepter helps out in that. The more effective your Wex points will be. So with Wex and Yule Scepter, you move quickly, very quickly, and that's not counting drums. That's not counting phase boots. If he phase, he's moving it close to. He's at 437 without phase. If you pop phase in Django, he's moving at, probably 522. Anti-Mage showing off his new shiny Mantis Sao after Battle Fury and a VIP booster, so he's going to be going for hard. How do you stop this Anti-Mage? Good question. Now, Invoker is one of those most broken hero in a team fight, and that's why he's often considered as a first pick material. Because, Freezer, it's gonna get Hex. Oh my goodness, Freezer is gonna get Chain Stun to death. Shaco Shot on top, but they just don't look at it. He's just taking whatever. Sunstrike? Nope, gets getting blinked out. Wow, they threw every single spell on Freezer. I don't believe that was the most perfect Chain Stun. It seemed like the Impel Hex combo was a little bit off. The Shaco Shot was a little bit off. That might just be enough to bring him, because he was, close to red. Not too sure. Maybe if they changed it a little bit better, the Sunstrike would have hit. But it was a level 1 Sunstrike, so it wouldn't have done anything, to be honest. There's a disconnect from Zizzo, so we're going to have a pause. That's going to give us a little bit of time to look at the game and see where we're at. We see Radiant seem actually down by 4 kills. So a little bit behind, really the team fight, the ganking potential of this lineup is actually picking up. Invoker, Line, Windrunner are great gankers, especially when you have Eel Scepter. I'll talk about this Eel Scepter a little bit more when I go over the item. Let's look at the farm. 200 CS in 25 minutes. That's 8 a minute, guys. 8 a minute on Anti-Mage. No one else having any farm though. That's an issue. That's an issue. These two guys, I guess, cancel out the Anti-Mage as they have 100 in piece. 130 on Void. So I gotta say, I do believe the Dire is farming a little bit better, to be honest. Because Mirana without farm in a late game scenario is pretty worthless in my opinion. Unless you're like pro and hit 5-second arrow in every fight. Which Sony A is definitely possible doing that. Leon was with the 100, but he's pretty much stunned. He has his blink, which is pretty much his core. He could go into blocking bar afterwards, which can be very helpful to most of these guys. And hopefully we'll see that as we check his item. Let's look at tower count as we see the same tower, 3-2. 3 tier 2s and 2 tier 2s over here. Roshan advantage was in Dire side, so more reason to see why Dire is effective, or leading, excuse me, in my opinion. Checking out the gold difference chart, very similar in terms of gold. Radiant leading just a bit, I think mostly from Anti-Mage's farm. And of course from that tower push down earlier. It looks like Zizo has reconnected in the game, but I really want to look at the item progression here. As we see Blink Dagger, still no real indication of anything that the Bat Rider is going to go. Bracer on Zizou. Really want an Arcane boost for him to cast everything, of course. Anti-Mage is farmed like crazy. Unfortunately, Sanking's level 8. Sanking's level 8 without a Blink Dagger. And it looks like we're going to have a little bit of engagement on Angel. Angel does not have mana to walk away. He's going to be picked up, but he does have the Aegis. MP Tornado drains Anti-Mage in the air. He is, he's going to be in big trouble. He does not, Chronosphere going to be used. Chronosphere going to be used. No, there's the, oh no, Freezer's going to get brought off. He's grave. He will have Blink, not before he gets chain stunned. Bat Rider comes in a poor moment as well. Invoker gets a double. And here comes Angel. They still have the Chrono, I think. Yeah. Did you have the Chrono? No, Chrono was down in 18 seconds. And that means they could push down tier 2 on the top lane and maybe even go for a throne because we have, go for the Brax. Oh, look at that broken Tornado. That's another kill goes to Invoker. That's a triple. Very aggressive dive for Angel despite knowing that he had Aegis. Might just make them toss this game. So we see these two guys kind of just roaming around. A huge push coming their way. Tier 2 is going to get brought down. And they might actually poke at, the base tower a little bit to do some residual damage on it.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
But they still do have the most farm hero in the game in the form of Anti-Mage. They did remove the Aegis on the Void. And but not if Ace. Oh, this is exactly what I mean, like the miscommunication. But they are gonna get a kill regardless. That's still okay. The worst part is when Tornado puts them in the air and then you Chrono. Like he's gonna be trapped in the sky for like 4 seconds, and everyone just look at each other. But look at that, Windrunner picks up Guinsoo, or not Guinsoo. It's just a Hextech now, Siphon Vice. And now Sand King trying to desperately pick up some level, some farm, but he's gonna get hexed and he's done. Hex. There's a hex. Maybe another hex. Dignitas is having a meltdown here because they're getting picked off here and there. Strategical mistakes here and there. Miko perfect shackle, perfect force out, power shot there. But yeah, they cannot allow to lose these kills. Right now, we have not seen a full-scale team fight from either of these two teams yet. But we saw 10 and 10 just about maybe 5-10 minutes ago. And now Freezer, EMP Tornado, very low mana. He is regenerating up quite a bit. But yes, as I was pointing out earlier about Invoker, he's one of those few heroes in a late game stage, even though if you don't have the best farm, he has many spells that will give an edge to your carry. And I'm not just talking about Alacrity on your carry. I'm talking about things like Ice Wall slowing them down, Deafening Blast pushing them around, EMP Tornado draining the Anti-Mage's blinking power. And you might be thinking, well, Anti-Mage mana, is it a big deal? Yes, it's a big deal. Because if you look at what he has to cast, right? Blink is 60 mana a pop. It might not seem like a lot, but it really is. Mana Void takes quite a bit of mana. Manta Style takes a huge chunk of his mana. And if you factor a 400 mana drain on Anti-Mage, he can't really do too much of anything. Like you're burning his mana away, you're burning his mana void away, or you're burning his blinks away, which can just be game breaking. So Anti-Mage is not really Anti-Mage without mana. Ironically, you know, he burns people's mana, but he really needs his own mana himself. Roshan will be spawning really quickly, so both teams vying for the creep equilibrium control right now. Because let's say, if we, for a moment, if we imagine all the creep are like over here, right? That's gonna give the dire side a little bit more comfort zone to go into the Roshan pit. So everyone pushing the creep away for now, but Anti-Mage doing a very good job. Look at him, he's just being very brave, but again, gotta be very careful. He's one EMP tornado away from being basically dead. Dire 4 strong on the bot, Void defending his base and farming it up a little bit as well. He does have the Mask of Madness. Another 2k going to bank. I do believe he's saving that 2k for buyback, at least for now. And then we'll be going for either a Battle Fury later on, or maybe if worrying a little bit more about physical survivability, probably going to go for a Talisman of Evasion. We'll see. The 4 guys on the dire side will be pushing bot. We see double Hex, 1 on Windrunner, 1 on line. Invoker has a point booster as well. Still not really buying the other parts yet. Maybe saving for the buyback. Rise, pretty good. Magic Wand, Shrink Treads, and Bracer. 4 staff, nicely done. How we're doing in the line, he's got drums. So double drums up on the dire side. Very interesting to see not popping any drums. I do believe, well, I guess there hasn't been any real team fights where they need to pop the drum, so that's fine. Anti-Mage still farming on the top lane. Yes, he does have a TP scroll. He pops a Manta, blinks away. After a TP, he's going to be up about, 400 mana. That's EMP Tornado range. I'm just saying, this guy needs mana. Dire side slow pushing the spot lane. Roshan still not back yet. Cover Me getting level 11 back in the mid lane. And will be having his Blink Dagger in the next fight. Yep, he will have it. And that's going to be absolutely huge. Yes, Chronosphere can be dropped on your team, but he could still blink in. Oh, there's a bad... Oh, not if he gets all his mana drained. Freezer out of mana. Blink Dagger is up on the Sand King. He has not delivered it to himself yet. He is invisible. The Moonlight Shadow. Tower gets denied on the bot lane here, and I think Roshan's still not up yet. Did someone mark it down wrong? Did I mark it down wrong? That's probably the case. Both teams. Anyways, that totally distracted me. Need to check on the item farm. Yes. Point boost up on the Invoker. Double drums, like I pointed out earlier. Radiant side. Blink Dagger is up. Vit Booster is up. I'm actually thinking that the Heart might not be the best choice for the Anti-Mage. Because if I see the Radiant side kill, or if I see the Dire side killing the Anti-Mage, they're gonna do it either by burning his mana, which definitely an issue for the Anti-Mage right now, or they're gonna kill him through hexing him twice. Heart's gonna allow you to tank for a long time. He picks up the Reaver right now, but it doesn't solve the issue, you know. What I believe really solves the issue is a Blacking Bar. I do believe EMP still burns through the Blacking Bar, but at least at the very least you're not gonna get double hexed. And yes, Chronosphere will go through the Blacking Bar as well, and that's I guess why he's in a very tough quandary. Like, no matter what item he gets, there are just 2 more items or spells on the other side that could counter what he gets. So Anti-Mage walking into this late stage of the game in a little bit of trouble. I don't believe Dignitas Anti-Mage is the answer. Like, he's gonna do huge damage, and you know it. The question is, what will Batrider do? What will the Mirana do? If these 2 characters, and of course what will Sand King do, as this Blink Dagger will give him some big AoE. Yes, I was talking about this earlier. When the Chronosphere is dropped on your team, you can still blink into the Chronosphere with your Epicenter up, and he will still do the damage, so no big deal there. But yes, what is Mirana doing? He has a Yasha. He will pick up his point booster very soon. He has a DD in his rune, but Roshan gets picked up here. Now, Void has the Aegis again. I gotta say, especially with Eagle Song up here, especially in conjunction with the Mask of Madness, Angel's completely fine. The DD squad is fine. They had a rough early start, but now they're leading by 9 kills. Tower counts is they're leading by 1. They're okay. They're okay. Except they're finally up on Invoker. And the other good thing that that's really good about this Aeol Scepter, not only is it good for plus movement speed, cycling up a hero for 2.5 seconds, especially if it's an anti-mage, not a bad way to go about it. Mana regeneration will be nice for him, especially when he's having that 2-second cooldown on his invoke. Will be casting like a madman. I really like what he's doing. He's picking more points into Exhort now. A lot of players will, oh yeah, I max Wex, let's go back to Quas, because I am, Wex Quas Invoker, right? In this games, I think going back into Wex Exhort is very smart, because, well, you do have the Chronosphere, so you can drop a very big meteor. Getting more DPS is not bad choice at all. Having more Alacrity, you could pop it on your Void. Will be very strong as well. Anti-Mage blinking around, farming like crazy. They do know where him is, and they have double Hex. They have double Hex. 4-staff Hex number 1. Hex number 2. Impale. Chain Frost. Perfect Chain Stun. Heart. Is it enough? It is not enough. Now, to be honest, BKB would not have done anything because he got just chain sent to death. Well, maybe the plus 10 strength might have done something, but yeah, the heart was not enough if you get ganked like this. And here comes the entire Dire side pushing the mid lane. Anti-Mage. Buyback gold? Yep, he does have the buyback gold. Is he going to buy back to defend this tier 2? That's the question. Here comes on the Radiant side. Maybe. No, come with me. He's going to TP back very soon. Still has the Blink Dagger up. Ice Wall just for the kicks.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Looks like we might have a Rax trade attempt. I don't think Come With Me have the actual DPS to really compete. 31 seconds to Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage not buying back. Hero is going to hit on Migo. There is a buyback on the Anti-Mage. Going to TP right in. Chronosphere just... No! He walks right in. He wanted to grab, but he got stuck in there instead. Unfortunately, here comes Sanking with a huge show. Anti-Mage doing a lot of work. We still have Aegis. Angel's still alive at this point. His mana getting drained. Here comes Leon with a Firefly. Come With Me still alive. No more mana for Burrow Strike, though. He is surrounded. He will be able to blink out. Blink. There's a blink out. He's going to get chased, though. Freezer comes right in. There's a Burrow Strike. We're going to have a Poison latching on. Angel's going to get focused down. Yep. A carry for a carry. Seems like the Radiant side buyback on Anti-Mage completely worth it. He's back up to the exact goal that he had before the buyback. And here comes the Radiant side. We'll be getting a lot of map control back. Heart might have been the correct answer in the first place. Because, well, even if you jump every single spell on Freezer, you don't really have much spells left for the rest of the team. And that was indeed what we saw. Does he has a buyback? No, he does not. He went for the butterfly. Uh-oh. This game is all over the place. And that lack of buyback might just be it. 40 seconds left. Tower's gonna go down. Brax in huge dangers. As Freezer might just steal a game from DD. 13-21. Hero kill score not too important right now, but EMP Tornado. Oh my god. Freezer out of mana at this point. They're nuking down. They won't kill him, I think. Yeah, I don't think they will kill him, but Chain Frost's gonna get dropped to do some huge damage. Freezer gets Cyclone in the area to prevent his grave for a little bit. Looks like he got picked off. Leon blinked in, but Shaco, he's done. Rise got picked off by Mirana, trading here 1 for 1, or 2 for 1, excuse me. And Mirana, can he leap out? There's a cold snap. All the stuns coming here. Definitely blast for a little bit more stun. Winner picks up a wicked 6 streak. There is another defense. Whew, Void lucked out because his team had so many stuns. And here comes the push going the other way. This feels like one of those AI games here. Both teams just pushing mid. Forget the other lanes. Push mid, mid. And now Faces were coming back. Now he has a butterfly. And this might just be it. Mask of Madness is up as well. Unfortunately for the Radiant side, they don't have as good disable as a Dire. They don't have double Hex. They don't have Impale. They don't have Shackle Shot. So it's going to be hard to stop this Void from right-clicking, especially in his Chronosphere. It just makes life difficult. On the top lane, Come With Me, desperately hoping anyone would TP back to defend. Well, Lich is going to be there, so it's going to be a 4v5 without the Chain Frost. But look at that. Mask of Madness. Are we having a glyph? Nope. Here comes Sand King with the epicenter. Angel very low HP. Looks like Chronosphere gonna get dropped. Come with me. Oh, there's a long arrow. There's a grave on him as well. He's gonna be fine, at least for now. Weave comes on. Angel very low. Can he blink out? No, he cannot. No more mana. Windrunner goes down. Void goes down. Melee Rex is down as well, but here comes Anti-Mage. And here we go. We're gonna have that push down the mid lane once again. This game is just... But Invoker though. Invoker is the key. Invoker will have buyback. I hope he's not gonna do anything crazy. And just save for the buyback. Get some mana right now. Go back in the base. EMP Tornado Meteor drops every single spell. He has a Meteor right now. Is he gonna go back? No, he's gonna just stay here and regen. Yule Scepter being very helpful in that regard. This Invoker gotta save very, very back though. Bat Rider, Flaming Lasso coming back. Cooldown in 15 seconds. Viv Booster is up. EMP Tornado. I like how he has cycled through all his spells and then decided not to use it. Here comes the Deafening Blast. Invoker very... there's a Blink Dagger in for Lion. Lion gonna get focused. Yep, there's a Meteor being dropped down, but not enough DPS output as the teamfight breaks out without the Void. Void 10 more seconds. Invoker has buyback. We have Lion buying back in the game here. Tower is still up alive. Very healthy in terms of HP. No one really focusing it. That is gonna be defended. Yes, indeed, it is going to be defended. So DD is still alive at this point. They did kill Sand King. They did kill Bat Rider. Seems like both teams a lot better when they're defending instead of pushing. And Dazzle going to get Cyclone in the air, and he's going to get brought down. Here goes snap on him. Invoker picks up another kill. Roshan will be back very soon. So as you're trading kills here and there, you got to be very wary. We're very when Roshan is coming back. We're 40 minutes in the game. Radiant side down by 10 kills. Mirana, Manta style, and just 1,000 gold. Can he get picked off? Chronosphere! We'll find him.
Damn you.
And looks like Angel right back in business. Just to hope that he will save for buyback. And don't scare us like this. So very much so in my opinion as DD in the lead. Because of Invoker putting up... I mean, again, in a 1v1 trade, Angel is getting out carried by Freezer. But this is a 5v5 game, and Invoker putting up a lot of help. Windrunner putting up huge amount of help. And Lion, one of those rare late game supports that are still very effective. Hex is always good, Impale is always good, Finger Death, decent. It looks like he's going to be going for Axe Scepter. Come with me, hitting level 15. He has an Ogre Club, not too sure what it is going to be, a Blacking Bar or a... Axe Scepter. Here we go, Freezer. Might be finding kill. There's a Blink Burr. Oh no! Come with me, misses the Blink. I don't think he would... Well, maybe if Anti-Mage attacks so fast and burn away all of his mana, but, you know... That would be a big, big if, because he does have Butterfly. He does have Backtrack. So... A little bit interesting interaction. I do believe Backtrack will backtrack the health, but not the mana, because you're not really dodging the hit. How Backtrack works mechanically is you get hit, and then the Backtrack spell heals you back. So that's what we call a pseudo heal or a pseudo evasion. A trigger heal mechanic. That's the correct term for it. And because of that, it heals you back. It doesn't heal you back the mana. At least I think that's how it works. But anyways, that's not too important as we see an entire Dire team trying to backstab. Here comes a Windrunner. There's a Hex on Leon. There's an EMP on him as well. Looks like Leon's going to get focused down. There's a Grave on him, so he's going to be okay. But look at, here comes the Mirana army. You don't mess with that EMP Tornado. Send him up in the air. Barely survive. He's going to blink right out on the top lane here. Look at the Rax getting hit down though. Any teleport scroll. Here comes Freezer with his illusions. Going to do some big damage. Actually, TP got cancelled.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Tower might just get brought down. Yeah, Tower very, very low in HP. Shackle shot. There we go. Oh, this siege unit. Tower is in deny range. Let's see if it's going to deny that. Chances are they won't. Roshan not back. Despite the fact that the Radiant team is not having the best advantage in the game right now, if they could win a team fight and grab Roshan, this can be their game. It really can be. The game is so even at this point that any single huge mistake can be game breaking. Void up to 3k go. Pretty sure that's for a buyback. We have a Ultimate Orb and still have go for buyback on the Invoker. Windrunner does not have buyback go. He has a Demon Edge. And looks like they are going to go for the Roshan pit. Yellow not in position. Teal not in position. And they will be giving away the third Roshan for sure. But Anti-Mage will get at the very least a base tower. Especially if they could turtle this long enough. Yep, Anti-Mage gonna go for the base tower, and he might actually get a Rax. We'll see if anyone teleports right back. Here comes Lion. We need a Glyph. Glyph is on cooldown. You gotta keep in mind, there's a Impale. Can we hex the correct one? There's a correct one on the Hex. Chronosphere gonna stop all the illusions, and they're gonna try to do as much damage to Freezer as possible. He's gonna be forced away. He blinks out, and here comes Invoker with about 80 stuns. There's a cold snap on him, and all these damage. Yeah, Angel gonna get a kill. Sand where was Sand King? Sand King not with his team. So Aegis ends up on the Invoker. Excuse me, Aegis ends up on the Void. Rax did not get brought down. It was very, very close. And it looks like Dazzle's going to get picked off once again. Yep.
Double damage.
By what right?
And I do believe that the Dire side could just go all mid now and go for a throne. Here comes Sanking. Gotta be very careful. He's up against so many stun. Come with me. Very aggressive play. It might be too aggressive though, because Lion is coming your way. Hex Wolf. No, they're not gonna chase. Great choice. Don't need to waste time for a Sand King. Sand King is going to go for a backdoor Rax. He doesn't even have a TP to go. He had to go to a secret shot right now. The range Rax will be the first building to fall down right here. They're going to just go for a throne. No, they skip the Rax immediately. Glyph going to be used. Buyback from the Anti-Mage. Arrow's not going to hit. So it's drawing a buyback. DD says, okay, we'll take the range Rax and just back off at least for now. We still have the Aegis. I do believe we had Cheese as well. As that was the third Roshan. Maybe Cheese was already used. No, Cheese ends up on the Windrunner. Monkey King bar her as well. So she's a very legitimate damage dealing machine. Item comparison wise, let's check out how the Mirana is doing. Mirana has Manta Style and that's it. Bat Rider has Yule Scepter. Okay. And it seems like Anti-Mage of course has a Monkey King bar to counteract the Butterfly evasion, but it won't counteract the Trigger Hero evasion. I'll backtrack. Here we go, another gank on the top lane here. Cyclone up in the air. You gotta have immediate Hex. Manta Style down again. There's a Hex. Chain Frost's gonna be bouncing left and right onto those two illusions. He blinks out. He's not out of the woods yet. Invoker will find. You know they're gonna back off right now. Here comes the team fight epicenter and Flaming Lasso. Winner very low in HP. He still has to win. Cheese. Is he gonna use Cheese? Cheese. No Cheese yet. Rise gets stunned. Rise is dead. Burrow Strike. There's a self-cyclone, or maybe someone cyclone him. That was a bat cyclone. It looks like Migo might be dead. He's going to use the Cheese. Yes, he will. Here's a wind run, and he's actually going to outrun the entire team. With half his team dead, anytime he could draw for his team, it's going to be absolutely huge. There's a Hex, turns around. If he could turn around for a huge Shackle Shot, it's going to be good. Migo's just running all over the place right now. And because Dignitas is chasing them, they're like, okay, or we're protecting our buildings. I think Dignitas is getting kited too bad right here. And look at what Angel's doing on the bot. He's pulling an Anti-Mage. It's like, okay, you know what? You should have chased my Windrunner. I'll be fine. Here comes Anti-Mage. Look at that. One blink in Manta, he's out of mana, almost. Uh-oh. Angel in a little bit trouble, force half him out. But here comes Sand King. And no more mana on Angel. They will bring him down. Arrow, is it going to hit? No, it's not. But now, Chronosphere. Are we going to have Chronosphere up? Flaming Lasso. There's a Flaming Lasso. Even pops a BKB, but where's Anti-Mage? Anti-Mage chasing the Windrunner. Angel Chronosphere gets one, but Weave was up. And looks like Angel's gonna get chained to death. I cannot call this game, because this game is all over the place. Buyback gold? We do not have buyback gold. They do have Invoker. He does not have buyback. He has, you know, all these spells. Roshan not available, of course. And here comes Dignitas. Like I said, one mistake might be just a game in this very late stage. All five very, very strong. Healthy HP, healthy mana. Let's see how good this Invoker is. EMP Tornado is going to hit nothing. Uh-oh. 25 seconds cooldown on those spells, of course. Anti-Mage blinks right in. He gets immediate Hex. He has Heart. Here comes Sand King. Double Burrow Strike. And that's going to give the high ground. Main is going to die immediately. Meteor is going to drop on everyone as long as Deathling Blast. The Cyclone keeps Invoker in the air. Maybe a Flaming Lasso. Keep him down. Blink out. Tower under a lot of fire. Siege. Protection. Yeah, there's a protection. 19 seconds to invoke a Tornado EMP. That's going to drain everyone's mana. Nicely done. Anti-Mage destroys the tower. They're going to focus on the Rax. Yeah, keep in mind, melee Rax very low on the top as well. They're going to go for the melee Rax instead on the top. Anti-Mage working on the Rax on the mid. They're not going to bring down anything. No focus. Maybe the top Rax will go down to Sony. No, Sony. Oh, there's a Flaming Lasso. Anti-Mage blinks right back in. Here comes the Void. He's back. Gonna keep in mind, here comes the Sand King with Chujo. Chronosphere. What? Chronosphere grabs nothing. He's gonna get Leon killed. Metarax is up on both lanes. What is both teams doing?
Has been killed.
The lack of focus fire. Half the team was here. Half the team was here. And because of that, they got nothing. Angel even missed a huge Chronosphere. And that didn't even matter.
Illusion.
I cannot believe my eyes right now. And the push comes again the other way. Anti-Mage does have buyback. Sand King does not. Bat Rider, yes he does. So we can have 2 buyback right now. The Dire Squad is lagging behind. They gotta do the buyback right now because your base in trouble, or at least your bot racks. There's 1 buyback. The tower's gonna take a lot of damage. That buyback is gonna force people away. Bat Rider says, okay, anti-mage bot, so I don't have to.
Shadow wave.
Team DD very close to being double melee raxed. Their racks are like regenning as its life depends on it, because it does. Anti-Mage gotta be very careful about his survivability. He's got 3k gold in the bank. I think this is time where you... I'm not sure about that. I was gonna say where you go big, and is Basher the item to go big in a 50-minute game? We'll see. We'll see. Now keep in mind, this is the tournament version, so we won't have an Abyssal Blade upgrade. For y'all Abyssal Blade fans out there, the 2 of you. Dire side is smoked up. They have Chronosphere, and let's hope to God that Angel would hit someone in Chronosphere. Here we go. They find Mirana. There is a Hex. Keep in mind, Sand King is not nearby. Sand King's, look at the minimap, so far away. And uh-oh. Dazzle is... There's the arrow. It's cancelled, but look at the top. Look at the top. They did not kill the Mirana. No glyph. Melee Rax goes down.
Dire's top,
Melee Rax on the mid lane. Very, very low as well.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
They got themselves a Melee Rax. Let's see how much they're going to pay for it. Flaming Lasso on Link. Oh, Chronosphere on Freezer. And here comes Sand King with the ultimate. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Rise might actually get brought down. Rise very, very low. Link very, very low as well. Freezer doing a lot of work. No, he's going to get right click down. Kamui still alive right now. Sony's still alive. The Crow is just counting. Someone kill the Crow. No, they're going to pick off Sand King. Double kill goes on. No buyback on the anti-mage. Minrax is going to get backdoor. No one backdooring the Minrax right now. Yes, backdoor is completely legal. Here we go. We're going to have a drone attempt here from DD as they're all walking very, very quickly into the enemy base. No buyback on anti-mage. 70 seconds left. I don't think they could defend this. Miranda damage output still with that Mantis style. I think this is time where you just go like Mask of Madness and crit. No, he's got double javelin.
Is under attack.
Angel dodges the arrow. Tower goes down.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Second tower is going to go down as well. Flaming Lasso. There's a Cyclone on Angel. He got... Oh no! Sony gets graved, but it looks like Bad Rider gets picked off, and that should be it. There's a Hex on Mirana. Mirana goes down. No buyback. Double kill on the Void, and looks like the Fortress
Radiant structures
is going to get destroyed. What a game, guys!
Radiant's ancient is under attack. Dire victory.
Wow, I'm speechless at the end of this game. Not the most perfectly played game, but definitely a very, very close and nail-biting one. Game is over. DD takes this matchup 2-0. And you're going to get themselves 3 points in the Premier League. I hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast. This is Luminous from TheCommentators.com. We'll be coming you guys today, coming you guys in the next game in February 1st. And you can check out DotaCommTears.com for more information about that. Congratulations to DD for winning this very, very close game. And the game before that as well. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. As always, this is Luminous signing off to you guys.